bawat kabanata ng pagtatapos ng isang mag-aaral ay isang hudyat ng panibagong pakikipagsapalaran at umpisa ng mas malaking hamon sa tunay na laban ng buhay.
Isang mapagpalang araw po sa ating lahat. Sa araw pong ito, masasaksihan ang virtual na palatuntunan o pagtatapos ng Panipuan Elementary School sa taong panuruan 2020 hanggang 2021 na may paksa, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya.
Atin naman pong kilalanin ang kaguruan ng Panipuan Elementary School. Mga guro sa kindergarten, Ginang Karen S. Gatmaytan at Ginang Monet P. Manalastas. Mga guro sa unang baitang, Ginang Teresa M. Kulala, Binibining Rosario M. Gatmaytan at Ginang Leslie V. Torres. Mga guro sa ikalawang baitang, Ginang Lorena D. Pingul, Ginang Elizabeth C. Villar, Ginang Filipina B. Castro, Ginang Annalyn C. Mendoza at Binibining Yenyen M. Yabut. Mga guro sa ikatlong baitang, Ginang Grace S. Punsalan, Ginang Charmaine C. Ginto at Binibining Angela G. Angel.
Mga guro sa ikaapat na baitang, Ginang Coriza A. Rivera, Ginang Regine F. Salunga at Binibining Rose Ann R. Kiambao. Mga guro sa ikalimang baitang, Ginang Catherine P. Royan, Binibining Alma M. Laksamana at Binibining Remedios D. Biao. Mga guro sa ika-6 na baitang, Ginang Arlinda B. Castillo at Ginang Arlene Z. Dizon.
Mga non-advisor, Ginang Edna T. Juarez, Ginang Lily T. Deirit, Ginang Lani C. Gonzales, Ginang Alice P. Galang at Ginang Rose N. Sabado. At ang ating masipag na punong guro, Ginang Maria Luz L. Dacoco. Sabay-sabay po nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas at susundan ito ng panalangin sa pangunguna ni Bernadette Elena Tulabot, mag-aaral na may mataas na karangalan, kasunod ang pag-awit ng Himno ng Rehiyon 3, Himno ng Kapampangan, Himno Fernandino at Division Hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Yuko po natin ang ating mga ulo, tanda ng ating pagpupugay sa Panginoon. Salamat po, Panginoon, at nairaos namin ang aming pag-aaral sa loob ng pagsubok dulot ng COVID-19 pandemic. Salamat po, Panginoon, sa pagbibigay po ninyo sa amin ng lakas ng loob na matugunan ang kinakailangan naming gawin na mairaos ang aming pag-aaral, gayon din po sa aming mga magulang na walang sawang sumuporta sa amin na utang namin sa inyo. Sa aming mga guro na hindi biro ang ginampanan bilang tungkulin na gumawa ng iba't ibang paraan tulad po ng pagbibigay sa amin ng iba't ibang modulities na kung ano makagagaan sa amin na maipaabot at malinang lang ang kaalaman na dapat naming matutunan. Buong tapang na sinoong ang pandemic, magampanan lang ang kanilang tungkulin. Tunay po kayong mga bayani para sa amin. Salamat po, Panginoon, sa pagbibigay basbas ninyo sa amin na makapagtapos sa pag-aaral sa ika-6 na baitang. At maging ligtas po kami sa aming kinaharap na pandemya. Nawa, Panginoon, patuloy po ninyo kaming gabayan, proteksyonan at basbasan sa aming pag-aaral at tulungan makapagtapos sa mga susunod na yugto ng aming pag-aaral. Bigyan niyo po ng lakas at bendisyonan ang aming mga magulang upang maibigay nila ng husto ang aming pangangailangan. Ito po ay hinihiling namin sa ngalan ng inyong anak na si Jesus. Salamat po sa inyong walang sawang pagmamahal sa aming Panginoon. Amen.
Ang gitna, puso'y katangi-tangi sa dibdib ng ating lahi. Siya'y nangunguna sa lahat, kung kaunlaran siyang hangat. Itong riyon, tatlo'y pagkaibigin, na siyang dangal ng bayan natin. Tanghalin siya't ating awitan, kamanyang ay ating ialam. Ang gitna
Pakinggan naman natin ang pambungad na pananalita mula kay Mima Ardegula, mag-aaral na may mataas na karangalan.
Mapagpalang araw po sa ating lahat. Ngayong araw na ito ay ating masasaksihan ang pinakahihintay nating lahat. Sa wakas, ang lahat ng ating pagod, sakripisyo, pagsisipag at pagtitiyaga ay nagbunga na. Ako po ngayon ay nagagalak at nalulungkot sa araw na ito. Ako po ay nalulungkot dahil sa araw din na ito kami ay kailangan na magpaalam sa aming mga kamag-aral na kalaunan ay naging matalik na kaibigan, sa mga guro at punong guro na laging nakaantabay sa amin, lalong-lalo na sa pagtugon sa aming mga katanungan at sa aming paaralan na naging parte na ng aming buhay. Maraming salamat po. At mga kapwa ko magsisipagtapos sa loob ng 6 na taon na pagtitiyaga upang matuto, isang panibagong yugto ng buhay ang naghihintay sa atin. Ngunit sa araw na ito ay hayaan muna nating nasapin ang matamis na tagumpay na ating nakamit. Sulitin natin ang bawat sandali ng ating pagiging isang mag-aaral sa elementarya. Dahil sa anumang araw ay magsisimula na ang bagong yugto ng ating buhay, ang pagiging junior high school students. Hindi man naging madali ang lahat, lalo na sa pagpasok ng pandemya, sa isang iglap lamang ay nagbago ang lahat. Naging isang malaking suliranin man ang pandemya sa atin, pero hindi ito naging hadlang upang makamit natin ang magandang kalidad ng edukasyon sa panahon na ito. Sa aming mga ate at kuya na kahit may ibang ginagawa ay ipinaglalaanan niyo pa rin kami ng oras para maturuan at magabayan sa aming pag-aaral. Sa aming mga magulang, batid namin ang inyong mas higit na sakripisyo para lang kami ay matulungan sa panahong ito. Kung hindi dahil sa inyo, wala kami sa kinaroroonan namin ngayon. Sa inyo pong lahat na tumulong sa amin, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Kaya ang araw na ito ay hindi lamang pagbibigay parangal sa aming mga magsisipagtapos, kundi pagbibigay parangal na rin sa bawat isa, kapalit ng pagod at ng ating pagsisipag para sa kinabukasan naming mga magsisipagtapos. Muli, isang mapagpalang umaga sa ating lahat at welcome to the virtual graduation ceremony of Panipuan Elementary School Batch 2021.
Mga minamahal naming mga mag-aaral, magulang at mga guro, ating pakinggan ang mensahe ng ating mahal na kalihim ng edukasyon, Ginang Leonor Magtolis Briones.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Sa pagkakataong ito, atin naman pong pakinggan ang mensahe ng ating Regional Director, Dr. May D. Elgar.
The school year 2020-2021 will forever be etched in the minds and hearts of every Filipino learner as the time when education took a drastic change. The classroom suddenly was no longer the physical structure in the school, but the virtual platform on the internet or a learning space at home. Teaching did not include anymore the chalk and the blackboard, but distance learning activities like online classes, radio and TV-based instruction, and self-learning modules. And yes, the teacher was not only limited to sir and madam, but it also meant the learners' parents and guardians at home. COVID-19 has definitely changed the landscape of the teaching and learning process. Yet, with our collective resolve and resiliency, which is uniquely Filipino, we vowed not to let this pandemic stop us from making learning happen, from ensuring that our children get an education. Through the DepEd Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, we operationalized and concretized our vision and mission that our pursuit of quality education must continue despite the pandemic. My dear graduates, completers, and academic awardees of school year 2020-2021, you are the products of this unique period in our nation's education history when we were faced with a tremendous challenge in our learning delivery. Difficult as it may be, you still managed to survive and overcome the hurdles and obstacles owing to your adaptability and creativity. This alone makes you winners, game changers, and trailblazers. To our school leaders, teachers, parents, and other stakeholders who continue to brave the imminent danger posed by the COVID-19 virus to their health and their lives every day, just to make sure that our children do not stop from learning, you are the unsung heroes and frontliners of DepEd's mantra of Sulong Kalidad. Our dear partners in education who have given immense support to our schools, we did not only push through with the school year. We made sure that our children receive quality learning in the face of these trying times. Strengthening the quality education amid the COVID-19 pandemic is not simply about the use of various distance learning delivery modalities. It speaks about the essentials that you continuously embody, such as your generosity and dedication for education. To encapsulate it in one word, it speaks about our common goal to provide the learning opportunities for our children amidst these trying times. Many years and decades from now, our dear batch 2020-2021, when you will look back at this day of your graduation, completion ceremony, or recognition day, you will most certainly remember it with the most unique memory. For one, your day will probably be recorded in perpetuity because it happened in a virtual ceremony. Please do not look at this as a scarcity, but rather as a living testimony of your ability to rise above any adversity. Congratulations, and may God continue to bless and guide you.
Dumako na tayo sa mensahe ng ating masipag na pansangay na tagapamanihala ng mga paaralan, Dr. Imelda P. Makaspak.
How can you celebrate amidst a pandemic? This is the second school year that our learners will miss the usual graduation rites. The very familiar togas, the graduating students excitedly fit, the infinite wide smile and poses before cameras, and the never-ending telenovela-like goodbyes with friends and with classmates. The long queues marching up the stage to get diplomas was replaced with drive-through graduation and virtual commencement exercises. How can you celebrate amidst a pandemic? The COVID-19 pandemic dramatically changed everything in a global scale. This could be the longest time in history after the wartime, where schools are closed and the students are locked in their homes, and sadly lost opportunity to mingle with their classmates and interact with their teachers. The anticipated annual sports spectacle and the foundation fund days were not enjoyed by our children. The frequent meet up with classmates for group activities, eating parties were sorely absent. How can you celebrate amidst a pandemic? The pandemic caused grief and sadness to millions of people who lost their jobs and loved ones. As people, we socialize with one another, but at this time, we cannot even visit our families. Sad to say, some afflicted with COVID-19 were treated with little compassion, whereas it is the opposite that they need. How can we celebrate amidst the pandemic? We do not need to look far, for we need only to look at our graduating students and learn from their resiliency in overcoming challenges in order to reach their goal of grasping their diplomas with their hands. They have always been our inspiration and provided us the reason to do more and give more to them. The welfare of our learners has always been the primordial concern of DepEd Division of City of San Fernando. That is why we did not cower. Instead, we took a deeper look into the talents inside the division. And by working together with the local government, we came up with different strategies ranging from television programs such as Fernandino Kids TV, Special, Fernandino Teens, Pampanga High School Live, and many more. We likewise set up hotline for tutoring and guidance, not to forget the important role of private schools. We made a strong linkage with teams and provided every support we can give them so that students can continue to study. How can we celebrate amidst a pandemic? How our learners at their young age managed to overcome this gigantic obstacle surely bring joy in our hearts. Our children showed resolve to study well either through modular or blended learning. It touched our hearts that the whole of the Division of City of San Fernando, composed of the leaders and teachers, the parents, the local government unit headed by Mayor Edwin Santiago, the private schools, work tirelessly and hand in hand to provide the best education our students can have in this difficult time. So how can you celebrate amidst pandemic? At the outset of the pandemic, we put in our minds and hearts that the education of our children must never stop. The graduation of our learners further cemented our commitment to continue and ensure that no learner will be left behind. Congratulations, dear graduates. You showed us the way. You provide us the joy and cause to celebrate. Thank you very much and mabuhay po kayong lahat.
Pakinggan po natin ang ating Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rosaline S. Muli.
Hello everyone. With great pleasure and admiration, allow me to express my profound felicitations to all graduates, completers, and academic awardees of school year 2020-2021. Yes, we are all living in a new normal because of a global crisis brought by pandemic, which has changed a lot in our needs, as in no exemption. It even changed the landscape of education, where from face-to-face to modular distance learning and online learning for some. Just like what we are observing now, we are having this virtual graduation or a real-time one. But mind you, that the meaning, value, and message attached to it remains the same. And that is purely something positive. It is something an additional milestone in your life that calls for celebration. And more importantly, that meaning that I am referring is a milestone that you need to thank for. Indeed, you all deserve a cheers for hardling a very challenging and full of uncertainties school year. So to all my dearest team members, I am referring to the school heads and teachers who remain to be as unsung heroes, tap your shoulder for having another batch of completers and graduates of 2021. I crown you with laurels of appreciation. To all the parents who serve as the facilitators or teachers of this batch 2021, accept my big gratitude. And graduates or completers, if your parents are sitting beside you, please give them a big hug and say thank you so much. Ma, Pang, Dad, Mom, okay, whatever you call them. No words can really express how we value your support and guidance to our learners, my dear parents. What you have done really typify a kind of love and concern which know no bound and no more ifs and buts, only even if. And to our completers and graduates of 2021, stay focused on the target and never be disturbed by any untoward events, circumstances happening around us. Never feel you are alone in this battle or journey. You have the DepEd, the entire family of DepEd, and of course, a very supportive LG. May you maintain a motivated attire that hardships and challenges are natural part of every journey, and those exist to make and keep us strong and resilient in accomplishing our dreams. Finally, with these happy celebrations of your graduation and completion, it is with great joy to say you have given and served our theme with this year, a very meaningful meaning, which goes, and I quote, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. So to all of you, accept my congratulations and kudos to everyone.
At ngayon, ating tunghayan at basahin ang mensahe ng ating masipag na punong guro ng Panipuan Elementary School, Ginang Maria Luz L. Dacoco. Dumako na tayo sa paggawad ng sertipiko at medalya sa mga sumusunod na mag-aaral. Agustin Jennifer S. May karangalan. Aquino Aina Kate M. May karangalan. Británico Camille Ann O. May karangalan. Gargar Jersen A. May karangalan. Guevara Maria Rain Jasmine, may karangalan. Mabantag Princess Lian G. May karangalan. Madulit Ashley Kashika L. May karangalan. Manalang Vanamit C. May karangalan. Mercado Carla May G. May karangalan. Leadership Awardee. Mohar Janelle S. May karangalan. Pascual Maria Francesca R. May karangalan. Sagun Lender M. May karangalan. Valerio Rian Kate T. May karangalan. Degula Mima R. May mataas na karangalan. Fioroda Nicole G. May mataas na karangalan. Tulabut Bernadette Elena T. May mataas na karangalan. Saksihan po natin ang pagpapakilala at pagpapatunay ng mga magsisipagtapos mula sa ating punong guro, Ginang Maria Luz L. Dacoco. Kasunod ang pagpapatibay ng pagtatapos na gagampanan ng ating tagamasid Pampurok, Ginoong Sergio P. Cabrera.
Ginoong Sergio P. Cabrera, tagamasid Pampurok, karangalan ko pong itanghal sa inyo ang mga kandidato ng pagtatapos sa taong pamparalan 2020 hanggang 2021 ng paralang elementarya ng Panipuan na may bilang na 45 lalaki at 46 na babae na may kabuang bilang na 71. Sila ay kasiyasiyang nakatupad sa mga kinakailangan sa pamparalang elementarya na itinakda ng Pagawaran ng Edukasyon. Ngayon ay malugod kong hinihiling ang pagpapatibay ng kanilang pagtatapos.
Sa kapangyarihang ipinagkaloob sa akin ng Pagawaran ng Edukasyon bilang opisyal na ginagawa ni Dr. Imelda P. Makaspak, tagapangalahala ng mga paaralan ng sangay ng lungsod ng San Fernando, Pampanga, at sa rekomendasyon ng inyong punong guro na si Ginang Maria Luz L. Dacoco na kayo ay kasiyasiyang nakatupad sa mga kinakailangan sa elementarya na itinakda ng Kagawaran ng Edukasyon. Ako, si Ginoong Sergio P. Cabrera, tagamasid Pampurok, ay pinagtitibay ko na kayo ay nagsipagtapos na sa paaralan ng Panipuan sa taong panuruan 2020 hanggang 2021. Binabati ko kayo.
Sumapit na tayo sa pinakahihintay na bahagi ng ating palatuntunan, ang paggawa at pagtitibayan ng pagtatapos na gagampanan ng mga gurong tagapayo na sina Ginang Erlinda B. Castillo at Ginang Arlene Z. Tizon. Mga batang nagsipagtapos sa pang-rapper, gurong tagapayo Ginang Erlinda B. Castillo. Akab Romar C. Arellano Nathan M. Barrios Kian Charles L. Cordero John Matthew P. Cruz Patrick T. De Guzman Rusty T. Dean John Angelo P. Dizon Gabriel Santino D. Dumagas Justin Kurt D. Gargar Jersen A. May karangalan. Lozano Hines GMA C. Mansibang Justin B. Mendoza Joshua E. Mendoza Lance S. Navarro Calix Adrian M. Ocampo J. S. Ocampo Prince Nickel P. Pangilinan Ilmas Ivan C. Rosario James Andrew M. Sabile Bo D. Sanico John Michael M. Santos Brandon Joe E. Villagracia Genesis AJD. Agreba KCR. Aleta Christiana A. Aquino Charmaine A. Británico Angela R. Británico Camille Ann O. May karangalan. Castillo Hannah Angel Queen. Dabandan Maria Sofia B. Degula Mima R. May mataas na karangalan. Yao Lian C. Iglesia Raven Chloe M. Labadan Jersey Ann V. Mabanda Princess Lian G. May karangalan. Madulit Ashley Ashika L. May karangalan. Mendoza Amira S. Mercado Carla May C. May karangalan. Pascual Maria Francesca R. May karangalan. Paule Princess L. Pioroda Nicole G. May mataas na karangalan. Salangsang Ayesha Denise S. Terano Kyla Joy F. Tulabot Christina Chloe D. Lanoyan Alexa Bernadette D. Zapater Jamaica Steve.
Mga batang nagsipagtapos sa Pangkat Kilos. Burong tagapayo, Ginang Arlene Z. Dizon. Benitez Richie B. Yasa Rodney L. Canlas JC M. Ezekiel Jan S. Enriquez Jr. Arnel C. Canosa Kelly G. Mendoza King Chinli. Quintana Renzo M. Rafanan Kyle Andrew C. Rolion Kentaro L. Ruga Carl James A. Sabile Byron R. Sagun Christian Lee B. Sagun Lender M. May karangalan. Saludes EJ B. Siasa Ronjay S. Tihok Alex. Vituk Terence Kane B. Zamora Jr. Ever P. Zaragoza John Carlo D. Agustin Jennifer S. May karangalan. Alipio Hana Nicole B. Aquino Christine C. Aquino Aina Kate M. May karangalan. Abusog Elizabeth C. Caranza Lawrence May D. David Chanel. Dungka Micaela S. Galang Jillian May S. Garrido Marian M. Gatmaitan Stephanie Luis D. Guevara Maria Ray Jasmine. May karangalan. Jimenez Ruel Shane B. Jackson Naomi Yona L. Manalang Panamit C. May karangalan. Masangkay Marian B. Mohor Janelle S. May karangalan. Pablo Jorby Sofia H. Marungaw Jesma Dilshe D. Rodriguez Rona Jane T. Solis Jonabel C. Ulabot Bernadette Elina D. May mataas na karangalan. Valerio Rian Kate D. May karangalan.
Upang bigyan ng isang mensahe ang mga kapwa niya magsisipagtapos, atin pong pakinggan si Nicole G. Pioroda. May mataas na karangalan.
Sa ating mga iginagalang na pamunuan ng kagawaran na edukasyon, sa ating masipag na punong guro, sa mga mapagmahal na guro at mga magulang, mga kaibigan, panauhin, at sa mga kapwa ko magsisipagtapos, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Matinding kasiyahan at galak ang aking nararamdaman sa napakahalagang araw na ito. Ang araw ng pagtatapos sa taong panuruan 2020 hanggang 2021. Maraming nangyari nitong mga nakaraang taon at sa kasalukuyan. Sinubok tayo ng panahon at ng ating pagkakaisa bilang isang sambayanan. Sa panahon ng pandemya, napanatili ang kaligtasan naming mga mag-aaral laban sa COVID-19 sa pamamagitan ng mga iba't ibang matatalinong alternatibo na inanda para sa atin ng kagawaran na edukasyon. Kagaya na lamang ng TV-based education, online classes at pamimigay ng modular SciPacs. Dahil dito, walang napag-iwanan at lahat ay patuloy na matututo kahit tayo ay nasa gitna ng pandemya. Sa panahon gaya nito, nangingibabaw at naihubog pa rin ang ating kabutihan, pagmamalasakit at pagtutulungan. Kung kaya naman, nais kong batiin ang aking mga kapwa magsisipagtapos sapagkat naumpisahan na natin ang isa sa napakahalagang yugto ng ating buhay mag-aaral. Ang okasyong ito at ang mga diplomang matatanggap natin ay siyang magsisilbing katibayan na ating nalampasan at napagtagumpayan ang mga pagsubok na ating hinarap sa pag-aaral, lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya. Nakamit natin ang pangunahing kaalaman at kakayahan na ating kakailanganin upang harapin ang mga susunod pang mga hamon sa larangan ng edukasyon na ating magagamit sa ating kinabukasan. Ang araw na ito ay araw din ng pasasalamat. Nais kong unang pasalamatan ang poong may kapal sa mga araw-araw na biyaya at kaligtasan na ating natatanggap. Sa aming mga minamahal na guro, inyo na naman pong napagtagumpayan at nagampanan ang isang napakalaking responsibilidad upang maabot ang aming mga pangarap. Ang inyong pagmamahal, gabay at dedikasyon sa pagbabahagi ng kaalaman sa mga mag-aaral ay hindi matatawaran. Tunay na nararapat po kayong parangalan sa kabutihan at pagtsatsagang inyong inilalaan sa araw-araw. Walang makapipigil sa inyong walang tigil na pagtulong sa aming mga estudyanteng nangangailangan ng patnubay sa edukasyon sa gitna ng pakikipagsapalaran natin sa new normal. Hindi man po tayo nagkita-kita ngayong taon, nais po namin ipaalam na mananatili ang aming pagmamahal sa inyo. Isang pagpupugay at paggalang ang aming pinaaabot. Maraming salamat po. Sa aming mga magulang, hindi naging ordinaryo o madali ang inyong naranasan, lalo na sa nagdaang isang taon at sa kasalukuyan. Kinakailangan niyo rin pong umangkop sa napakahirap na pagbabago upang harapin ang hamon ng pandemya at maitawid kami sa aming edukasyon. Nais namin ipadama sa inyo ang aming taos-pusong pasasalamat sa inyong pagsasakripisyo upang kami ay magabayan at mapanatiling ligtas. Sa aking mga magulang, Mama, Papa, maraming salamat po sa walang sawa ninyong pagmamahal at paggabay. Mahal na mahal ko po kayo. Sa lahat ng mga magulang, maraming salamat po. At sa aking mga kapwa magsisipagtapos, naway wag nating kalimutan ang lahat ng ating mga natutunan. Ang pagtatapos natin ito ay isang pintong magbubukas para sa susunod na hamong ating haharapin. Huwag nating madaliin ang lahat sa mga nais nating marating. Napakahalaga na may matutunan din tayo sa bawat yugto na ating pagsisikap at pakikipagsapalaran. Naway maging mabubuti tayong mamamayan at maging karapat-dapat sa ating bayan. Muli, maraming salamat po. Mabuhay tayong lahat.
Ito rin ang pagkakataon upang bigyang pugay at pasalamatan ang ating minamahal na mga gulang at guro sa kanilang oras at pagod na inilaan at sa pagbibigay sa inyo ng edukasyon tungo sa mas magandang kinabukasan. Hayaan niyo pong basahin po ang nilalaman ng sertipiko. Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Region 3, Division of City of San Fernando, Panipuan Elementary School. This certificate of recognition is hereby given to for having fulfilled their parental duty and responsibility of educating their child towards excellence. Given the 16th day of July 2021 at Panipuan Elementary School, City of San Fernando. Signed, Maria Luz L. Dacoco, Principal. Mr. and Mrs. Jaime Agustin. Mr. and Mrs. Ricardo C. Aquino. Mr. and Mrs. Raymond R. Britannico. Mr. and Mrs. Roger A. Gargar. Miss Maria Ana B. Guevara. Mr. and Mrs. Carlito T. Mabanta. Mr. and Mrs. Alvin Q. Madulit. Mr. and Mrs. Giovanni T. Manalang. Mr. and Mrs. Arnel M. Mercado. Mr. and Mrs. Diosdado L. Mohar. Mr. and Mrs. Mark Francis B. Pascual. Mr. and Mrs. Emilio D. Sagun, Mr. and Mrs. Ricardo N. Valerio, Mr. and Mrs. Arnold P. Degula, Mr. and Mrs. Galicano S. Piorodan, Mr. and Mrs. Bernard G. Tulabut.
Muli, ang aming malugod na pagbati sa ating mga mag-aaral at sa kanilang mga magulang. Congratulations! Dumako na po tayo sa paggawad ng sertipiko sa mga guro. Hayaan niyo pong basahin ko ang nilalaman ng sertipiko. Department of Education, Region 3, Schools Division Office of City of San Fernando, Pampanga. Certificate of recognition is given to for her dedication, commitment to excellence, and loyalty in public service. Given the 16th day of July 2021 during the school year 2020-2021 virtual year-end rites of Panipuan Elementary School, City of San Fernando, Pampanga. Signed, Dr. Imelda P. Macaspa, Schools Division Superintendent. Ginang Catherine P. Rolyan, 20 years in public service. Ginang Maria Luz L. Dacoco, 15 years in public service. Ang susunod na magbibigay ng makabuluhang mensahe, nagtapos sa Angeles University Foundation sa kursong Bachelor of Secondary Education, Major in Mathematics, summa cum laude. Nagtapos ng Master of Arts in Education, Major in Mathematics sa Angeles University Foundation at kasalukuyang tinatapos ang kanyang Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management sa parehong universidad. Mga mag-aaral, mga magulang at mga guro. Binibining Loris D. Pingoy.
Isang ulirang guro ang naglingkod ng maraming taon sa Panipuan Elementary School. Maraming bata ang kanyang naturuan na disiplina at nagabay sa mabuting landas at patungo sa kanilang mga pangarap. At higit sa lahat, nagbigay ng inspirasyon sa nakararami. Hindi matatawaran ang kanyang angking galing at karunungan sa larangan ng pagtuturo. Tatapwat, dumating na ang panahon na kailangan na niyang magretiro sa kanyang propesyon, ang pagtuturo. Ma'am Lily Dayrit, hindi ka lang isang guro at kaibigan. Tayo ay isang pamilya sa loob ng maraming taon. Maraming salamat sa tawanan at sa mga oras na ibinahagi nyo sa amin at sa paaralan. Maraming salamat po. Sa loob ng 33 taong serbisyong inyong ibinahagi, lubos ang aming kapasalamatan. Laging bukas ang paaralan, maging ang aming mga tahanan, at higit sa lahat, sa aming mga puso para sa iyo. Mahal na mahal ka po namin. Ma'am Lily D. Dayrit.
Dumako na po tayo sa huling bahagi ng ating virtual na palatuntunan. Upang magbigay sa atin ng pangwakas na pananalita, atin pong basahin ang message ng MPTA President Ginang Riza Villanueva.
these crazy times. It's you, you make me sing. You're every line, you're every word, you're everything.
Malugod at taos-pusong pasasalamat ang ipinaaabot ng buong pwersa ng Panipuan Elementary School sa mga taong sumuporta at nakibahagi sa ikatatagumpay ng Ika-72 Palatuntunang Pagtatapos ng Panuruan Taon 2020-2021. Ako po si Alice P. Galang.
At ako po si Catherine P. Rolyan, ang inyong tagapagdaloy ng palatuntunan.